Now, from someone who has experienced what it's like to live near an ore shale processing plant, Peter Harland from Targinnie.
I'm one of the original not used to public speaking guys, so bear with me. Our introduction to shale oil was from the early 90s. We had community consultation meetings. You'll be forced into them here too soon. Just be aware of what we went through. Take notes of what I'm going to say and you'll hear similar things happen again. Okay, Targinnie used to be a pawpaw, mango, farming community, small blocks, small acreages, and then a little bit further out, cattle country. Over the years, it was moving towards being more residential. We're about 15 minutes drive from Gladstone, very pleasant country. There's photos over there on the orange board. Have a look what it used to look like. So there was people's lives tied up in their houses, in their properties. They're no longer there.
We really didn't look at the processing or anything else. That wasn't top of mind for us. We were concerned about the water blowing the water table, and that's what we were concerned. And they trotted out expert geologists that could, say that they, in their opinion, that it wouldn't be affected. And as far as the processing was concerned, they said, you won't see, hear or smell us, and we took them at face value. That was a mistake.
The company reeled out expert after expert who told us our concerns were just null and void. We didn't know what we were talking about. I'll just give you some quotes from what those meetings, those so-called experts give us. It was proven technology from Canada. Okay, you can accept that. Suncor was from Canada, proven technology from Canada. It sounded all right to us. The proven technology from Canada was a experimental plant that fitted inside a 20-foot shipping container. That's what they were running. That was run inside a university grounds. The base they ever put through for was about 10 tonne. But that was what they presented to us at the time as proven technology from Canada. Okay. The second one we heard was, you won't see, hear or smell us. That's what they said to us. And that was what was in all the presentations given to the community. At that point, we haven't got much to complain about. We went in, to be honest, fairly naive. We believed what they said. We took it at face value. Don't take it at face value again. Don't be as naive as we were, okay? Before the plant was built, the locals around were largely indifferent or, to be honest, supporting of the plant. We thought it could provide jobs. We were promised, the local politicians were promised 5,000-6,000 jobs. The reality of it, the plant never employed more than 55 people, okay? Big difference from 6,000, okay. They built the plant, started the mine. October 1999 is one that lives on with us. That was their first real start-up to initially try and get the plant running. They had runaway combustion, which resulted in just this black plume of smoke, fumes, whatever, coming over our community. It was fairly scary. I was at work that day. It was a Saturday. I came home at just after lunch. Everybody was sick. Okay.
It was just horrendous. We can't see the plant from where we are, about 4 k's away. But all we could see from over the hill was this black plume coming over the top that was a kilometre wide, coming over the top of the hill, coming down on us, and it had that shimmy effect. When you fill your car with petrol, you get that shimmy effect. Well, that whole plume had that horrible shimmy effect. Smelt like burning tyres, burning rubbish. It was hard to describe. I've never smelled it before, and we quickly called it the shale oil stink or shale oil shit. Was that, more shale shit. That was what the community called it,
About a week later, the company responded to the community agitation. Like we were saying, what the bloody hell's happening, basically. They held a public meeting at the Targinnie Hall, and At first they tried to deny it. It wasn't us. It could have been other industry. We don't know what happened. It was every excuse known to man. That didn't end well, as you can well imagine. 2 weeks later they tried to hold another public meeting and they said they would give us answers to our questions. At that point we're told it was psychosomatic. We didn't understand what was happening.
In the years they were running, they never got to the point where they could get it above about 85% production for anything more than a couple of hours. But on and off, they would shut down for 2 weeks, a month, sometimes 3 months. Then all of a sudden it'd start up again, and you knew when they were running because all of a sudden your mouth went dry, your nose goes dry. I stink.
Okay, we're all no town water, we're on tank water. All our roofs were covered with this black, sooty, oily slime. Every time it rained, that got washed into our tank water. When you drank that tank water, you would get mouth ulcers, burning in the throat, that sort of stuff. You know, nice stuff. One of the interesting things is the company agreed to relocate people into motels. So when they were running, there was no odour, there was no effect, but they would relocate you into a motel if the non-existent effects had too much of an effect on you.
We took them up, I think it was 2 or 3 times. Others within the community never took them up, and others took them up quite regularly. You know, it's a couple of times it just got that bad. I got home and Nadia says, "Look, I'm out of here."